2-7 wonders if you've seen The Chosen, who's your favorite portrayal?
Yeah, this is a tough question. I've seen The Chosen. I've not seen all of The Chosen. I've seen all of the last 2 seasons. I've seen all of the first season and some sporadic watchings of it in between. I also had the pleasure one time of spending a lot of time one-on-one with Jonathan Rumi, who plays Jesus in The Chosen. And I just have to say, man, what a superstar he is. And not in this, not this is what I mean is just he's a good man. And he's a very devout Catholic who really sees what he's doing as a way of evangelization. And so, man, that guy is the real deal. I love the humanity of the persons that are portrayed in The Chosen. And I actually I'm a big fan of the way Jesus is portrayed in The Chosen. It's almost like they found the perfect balance, because sometimes I found that in theatrical and stage and TV and movie depictions of Jesus, there's 2 things they tend to do. They tend to go in one of 2 directions. Either they make Jesus completely aloof. You don't really see him connecting with the humanity of people, or they make him too human and they really negate his divine nature. And I think there's a balance in The Chosen that I haven't seen anywhere else. Do I think it's perfect? No, of course it's a work of human beings, and it's art. So art is not historical portrayal. Now my issue, though, that this is just me personally, I'm not big on the depictions of any of the apostles, because the producers of The Chosen and writers take a lot of historical they put a lot of historical fiction, and they take a lot of liberties with the characters. So while I like their humanity, I look at this like, I don't know that this would be accurate historically, but I do think it's a good show, especially as it helps people to know and understand Jesus, and hopefully gets them to read their Bibles more. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Yeah, they made, I think, St. Matthew like a savant, basically, which was kind of interesting. I really liked Nicodemus.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Chosen, and got cut off by the break there. I was telling you, Father, I love the depiction of Nicodemus, and actually it's kind of heart-wrenching, you know? I've only seen maybe 1 or 2 seasons or something.
Have you seen the depiction of Nicodemus in the later seasons?
No, you know what? I stopped watching the show because it started to bother me. Like you said in the previous segment here, the depictions and the liberties that are taken with some of these really important biblical figures kind of started to bother me, especially how they portrayed the Blessed Mother. Like, she's kind of looks like an old hag. It's like, I can't.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the way the Blessed, and I don't think it's anything intentional. I don't think I'm just connecting with that particular actress in the role of Our Lady. But I do agree with you. I think Nicholas is one of the better ones. And what I love is in the last season that I saw, you see Nicholas, who actually has like a bulletin board in his room where he's taped up clips of parchment from the prophets for the Old Testament. And he actually has like red string going around. I'm like,
oh my goodness,
this is really neat. But I thought it was cool. I'm like, they're trying to make the modern analogy to like how his mind is just really trying to work out all these prophecies and how Jesus fulfills it. So Nicodemus might be one of the ones that I think might be fairly accurate, until I see him using a Byzantine censer from the 8th century in the first episode.
Immersion ruined. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
That's great.
But it's a lot of great stuff there. A lot of great stuff in that show.